Students, now going for your second page. Let's see, in sentences only. We were right now studying regarding interrogative only. We are continuing interrogative sentences only. Since a lot of questions start with the words what, where, when, why, who, whom, whose, or how, these words are often called WH words or question words. Interrogative sentences often start with the question word. Look at these sets of sentences. You have put the plants on the terrace. Now here, again the interchange of the position. Have you put the plants on the terrace? Again you have to keep in mind, full stop will change into question mark. Where have you put the plants? Another. Okay, you can form it. No problem. According to the exercise only we will be doing. It is 8 o'clock. You can start a sentence with having a, over here what it is, this will be a question. And this, any out of these two you can make a answer. Both are same only. Any one you can use. One we are using, if they are telling you to use auxiliary verb, then from forming a question by using auxiliary verb you can make, or WH word you can make it. Over here also same thing. It is 8 o'clock. Is it 8 o'clock? Using a helping verb, and over here using a WH word. Is it 8 o'clock? What time is it? So both are correct. It is, then you are watching the time and then you are saying it is 8 o'clock. In each set of sentences, in the example above, we have used a question word to start the sentence question. We also reverse interchange or opposite you do. We also reverse the position, that is interchange as I told you. We also reverse the position of the verb or the auxiliary verb and the noun or pronoun when forming the question. For example, in the first set, the pronoun you comes before the auxiliary have. You can see the pronoun you can see over here, you is there in the first position and it comes in the second. But in the answer, have comes in the first position and you goes into second position. Here also same thing. In the question it is over here, it will turn into second position, whereas is, which is second position, it will turn into first position. So here we also reverse the position of the verb or the auxiliary verb and the noun or a pronoun when forming the question. For example, in the first set, the pronoun you comes before the auxiliary have in the assertive sentence. However, when we form a question, we put the auxiliary have before the pronoun you. In the second set, the verb is comes after the pronoun it in the assertive sentence, but in forming a question we put the verb is before the pronoun it. For questions that ask about quantity, we use how much for uncountable nouns and how many for countable nouns. Like example, how much rice, uncountable, rice is uncountable. How many people are there, or how many boxes are there, countable nouns. So for that, give an example. I have 5 rupees. How much money do you have? How many rupees do you have? When you don't know how much is their exact amount, at that moment you can use much. But because over here question is asked, you don't know, and so you are asking. And in the second one, you know something would be there, a random number, amount would be there, and so at that moment, how many rupees? Okay, when I see in your hand some 100 rupees or 200 or 5 notes of 100, at that moment I'll be using many. There are 2 trucks. How many trucks are there? Countable. Trucks are countable. Over here you have to keep in mind, if I knew the exact amount around how much you will be having, at that moment I'll be using many. But if I don't know, at that moment how much?